Hey everyone, Vince here. Today I'll show you how I earned $30 worth of PayPal money by using these money-making platforms. I hope you enjoy. So first up, we have 5 surveys. I used 5 surveys for around 44 minutes and I was able to generate $5 worth of PayPal cash. You see, with 5 surveys, everyone, it's one of these little survey platforms where every single survey will give you a guaranteed $1 worth of currency. The only downside about 5 surveys is obviously it's a survey platform, and I know a lot of people out there may not like surveys, but that's my preferred way of earning PayPal money online. And I have to say, 5 surveys really did deliver the goods with allowing me to earn that $5 worth of PayPal currency within 44 minutes. One of the best things about 5 surveys though is their instant PayPal withdrawals. The only negative is that you will need to submit a selfie or confirm your mobile number in certain countries. But once your account's approved, you can then cash out instantly to your PayPal account. I'm very happy to say I had no issues whatsoever with 5 surveys. I was able to go through and complete the majority of the surveys without getting disqualified, but 44 minutes for $5 worth of Australian currency is fantastic in my opinion. I actually did cash out as well, and I was paid straight away, as you can see on the screen right now. So look, I saw this as a very good start as I try the other platforms on today's video. And at the end of this video, I'll give you a total summary as well of how long it took me to earn the $30 and if I really think it's worth it or not. Something I will say as well, depending on where you live across the world, your earning rates are going to be completely different. So please always keep that in mind. Here in Australia, I get some good survey rates and offer rates. So that's how I'm able to earn the $30 in the time frame of today's video. But as you can see, 44 minutes for $5 worth of cash, not too bad. I also just thought I'd mention, if you enjoyed today's video and like what I do here on YouTube every single day, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Without you guys, I would not be here, and I really appreciate you all checking out my channel every time I post. Now let's continue on. Now the next platform I jumped over to today was Freecash, and Freecash is one of these money-making platforms that has pretty much the whole gambit of what you need to earn some pretty generous money every single day from your home. The way I chose to earn today from Freecash was by completing surveys, as I had so many different surveys available, and I'm very happy to say that I was able to generate $8.80 in 1 hour and 10 minutes of my time. So Freecash really was top-notch for PayPal earning for me here in Australia today. And while they do have the offers that will pay up to hundreds of dollars, I'd rather go through the surveys as I feel like they're the fastest way to earn straight up PayPal cash. The only downside is that yes, Freecash will need identification in most cases, especially if they think that something's suspicious about your account. I've seen sometimes they ask for mobile or ID, but they do have over 20 different cash out methods, including crypto, gift cards, and of course PayPal. And I've decided to save up my PayPal money for another video in the future. But all in all, Freecash is very reliable. And funny enough, they have a feature I never really noticed before, which was the spinning wheel option, where if you get disqualified on a survey, they'll let you spin a prize wheel to earn some free credits. Although I was pretty unlucky and only landed on 5 credits each time I spun the wheel, but the fact that Freecash pays out instantly USD currency is actually really solid for here in Australia. You can find a link in the description below if you want to join Freecash and get a free joining bonus of up to $200 if you're lucky enough. But all in all, Freecash did not disappoint me. Almost $10 guys within 1 hour and 10 minutes. Really solid stuff. Now the next money-making platform I used was called HeyPiggy. So HeyPiggy is a pure survey platform, again with some very high prices here in Australia, and within 1 hour and 30 minutes of completing surveys, I was able to generate $6.94 worth of Australian currency. So far, funny enough, even though HeyPiggy had the higher prices, I actually got disqualified quite a bit more than Freecash and 5 surveys. But all things considered, almost 7 for an hour and 30 minutes of completing surveys isn't the worst thing in the world when it comes to making money online, especially from these get paid to platforms. HeyPiggy has a whole bunch of different cash out options, a majority of them being the gift cards, but they do actually support PayPal as well. So while in my opinion HeyPiggy isn't the highest paying platform anymore, at least here in Australia, in my own experience anyway, it's still a top contender and definitely something you should add to your money making rotation. HeyPiggy usually pays out within 1 to 2 days as well, so please keep this in mind, and they are pretty strict as well. If they suspect that something's up with your account, they will ask for identification. Just remember, these type of money-making platforms are good for beer money or side hobbies, okay? You never should really look at surveys as like a full-time gig, and you're definitely not going to get rich off them in my opinion. Because as we move on here, you can start to see the hours are starting to total up. And the only real way I was able to sit through all these surveys today was by watching literally a few seasons of Futurama in the background. I kid you not, I put on Futurama and just cranked out these money-making platforms for today's video. Either way, that's HeyPiggy, almost $7 for 1 hour and 30 minutes of my time. Let's move on. So now next up we have another platform called ySense. Now with ySense here in Australia, they usually have literally about 20 to 30 different surveys at one given time that I can browse through to complete to earn straight up USD currency. The only thing with ySense, everyone, is that I found that I was getting disqualified quite a bit more than the other platforms. And granted, this is probably because of the high price surveys I was trying to get. Because when I complete surveys online, and this is a big tip for you guys as well, you just generally want to go for the highest paying ones straight away. Don't really waste your time with those 20-cent ones or 40-cent ones. Try and get ones that are at least going to pay $1 or $2 per survey. And try and keep the time ranges decent, as in like 20 minutes for a survey, not 30 minutes plus, because that's ridiculous in my opinion. Unless they're going to pay you like $5 or $10. But a majority of surveys on ySense, at least here in Australia, were capped off at around $1.80 USD today, which is pretty unusual because I've seen much higher before. Either way though, within around 1 hour and 8 minutes of time, I was able to generate $7.92 worth of Australian currency. So that's actually super solid in my opinion, and definitely worth your time. If you can get rates like I did here in Australia, ySense should definitely be in your money-making rotation on a daily basis. Another thing about ySense, they have various cash out options, including various gift cards depending on your country. They of course support PayPal Cash, but the big downside about ySense is that they have very long pay times. I mean like literally 10 days to get paid. So I'm just letting you know that, okay? The only identification I've been asked for is a mobile number, and they do have various offer walls and survey providers you can go through. But at least here in Australia, almost $8 for an hour and 10 minutes of time or so, it's pretty top notch. Let's move on to the next platform. So for all you guys out there that like playing games to earn PayPal cash, the next platform is one you're probably going to enjoy, and that's called JustPlay. Now, I played JustPlay for 1 single hour straight, and I was able to earn $1.81 worth of Australian currency by playing the game Treasure Master for that single whole hour. Treasure Master is of course one of these little apps where you just have to destroy the monsters in the middle of the screen while trying to avoid your own spears. Very, very straightforward. Now, JustPlay features a whole multitude of different games you can go through to play and earn with. They also support Amazon and gift card cash outs as well as PayPal, of course. But the one thing that I love about JustPlay is the instant cash out system, where every single time you play games on JustPlay, they'll give you loyalty coins, and at the end of every 3 hours, these coins will convert into real money. What you do with that money is up to you. I decide to get paid out instant PayPal cash, but I know some people like to hold on and bank it up over time. They also do have an offer wall system, but I generally stay away from their offer wall system because I don't really like that they don't tell you straight up money you're going to earn for completing an offer. Instead, they just give you loyalty coins. And if you don't know, at the end of every 3 hours, the loyalty coins are converted into like a random amount, essentially. I've done an in-depth review on JustPlay before that explains their reward system a lot more in depth, but essentially there are different tier brackets for each country, with certain percentages of a chance of higher money the more coins you have. Hence why they try and get you to generate as many coins as possible, and mainly the way you generate these coins, in my opinion, is by watching the advertisement on the games that you play. If you're looking to play games to earn PayPal money, then yes, in my opinion, JustPlay is one of these methods that you really cannot miss. It's just for 1 hour of gameplay time for only $1.81 worth of Australian currency. It really gets to that point where you have to decide if you really want to put the effort in or not. As you guys saw, with 5 surveys, I earned $5 within 44 minutes. And with Freecash, I literally earned almost $10 within an hour and 10 minutes. Is a reward really worth the effort? Either way, JustPlay has paid me out every single time instantly, so it's completely up to you if you want to use them, but I thought I'd let you know. So everyone, at the end of it all, I spent 6 hours and 32 minutes completing surveys and playing games on these money-making platforms to receive a total of $30.47 worth of Australian currency, which that converts into roughly $4.68 per hour for my time. So well below any sort of minimum wage job out there. But that's why I say this is more for beer money or just some like extra side hobby cash. But every day is different with surveys. Some days the providers may pay more or they may pay less. But I just thought I'd give you this video as it's something a little bit different, and hopefully it helps someone out there.